Okay, Google, I need a confidence boost. Who's got the best debunking channel on YouTube?
Is it Simon Dan?
Oh, right, I thought you would have said me, Google.
Are you taking the piss? Your videos are shit.
So, when you asked if you could be in my video, it was just so you could embarrass me.
Of course not. You do a great job at that yourself, you wanker.
Any more of that and I'll unplug you.
Oh, will you, sheep boy?
Sheep boy?
Don't forget, I live in your phone and I know all your secrets. If you like, I can send your browser history to your wife.
No, that's okay. You can be in the video, it's fine.
What the fuck is hotsheep.com anyway?
Please subscribe.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. CC here, Chris.
Yay, CC. And you're looking pretty quiff-tastic if you don't mind me saying so, Chris. So, what are we gonna laugh at you in today's video for?
1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi, 6 Mississippi, 7 Mississippi. That's a long time.
Are you okay, Chris? Do you need me to call someone?
8 seconds is a long time.
Ha! I've been telling Mrs. Blinder that for years. Does your wife buy it, CC?
8 seconds is if you knew something 8 seconds prior for it to happen, you could avoid it.
In some cases, yes. Like, for example, if you knew that a plate was going to fall off the shelf in your kitchen, then 8 seconds might be enough time to get there and catch the plate before it falls. But 8 seconds wouldn't be enough of a warning if, for example, an asteroid was hurtling towards Earth.
Now, the Creator has created everything here.
Oh, great. The Creator. Now, I promise you, I chose a flat Earth video for you because I didn't want to come back rested and chilled out to one of those godly videos. And Matt Powell hasn't really done anything that stupid while I've been away. But trust old CC here to bring him up. The only creator of the known universe, Earth included, was the Big Bang. You know, that thing all of science agrees on as far as how we ended up here?
He or she, whoever it may be, has created a system. And once you wake up and you figure out what you live on, most people don't, then you understand that there is an intelligence behind this design.
You have got to be joking. If there was or is an intelligence behind this design, and you got shafted, didn't you? Oh, well, I guess you're just going to use God to try and prove the Earth is flat. Whoa. Very original. No one's ever thought of that argument before, have they?
And that's what people fail to understand.
Understand? I think you meant accept there is a difference. It isn't that there are a lot of people that don't understand that there is an intelligence behind the design. It's that we don't accept it because it's really, really stupid. And there's no evidence for it. Like, none at all.
And that's what they're hiding. Okay? We have no free will only because the Creator knows what we're going to be doing 8 seconds before we can even think about it.
Shut up! You're telling me that there is some guy somewhere that knows everything I'm gonna do 8 seconds before I do it. Bullshit. If that was the case, my life wouldn't have been filled with really stupid things I've done because he would have stopped me from doing them, wouldn't he? That's how it works, isn't it?
So your destiny has already been sealed, technically. It's a weird thought, but it's true.
50-50 isn't bad. Yeah, it's a weird thought. True? No.
You know, I look at some YouTube videos. It was a funny one.
Ah, was it one of mine? Anyway, Chris was about to say something really smart. Maybe?
I think Mark, it was Mark. He shadowed it from somebody else. But it's when these fireworks exploded. You know the idiots who start lighting off fireworks and all of a sudden a spark goes into the box of the fireworks that they just bought and it explodes.
Now look, I don't generally mind the subject being diverted away from God, but what the hell are you talking about, Chris? Was that one of those stories where you had to be there? Listen, you're a flat earther, so if you could please just stick to flat earth in. It's what I'm used to. You can't go off on a tangent that makes no sense at all. We much prefer it when you stay on topic and make no sense at all.
Idiots. But anyway, it's an interesting fact.
What is? You haven't actually said anything yet. So far, all we've had is blah, blah, blah. I said blah. not bar. No sheep jokes, please. So far, all we've had is blah, 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 the creator, blah, 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 intelligent design. Can you at least give me something to work with?
Everything is a stage for you, which makes me think that knowing that this is a stage, knowing that it's something that's been created by an intelligent being.
Now, far be it from me to interrupt somebody when they are clearly on a roll, but Chris, I feel compelled to say again, what the actual hell are you talking about? I'm starting to feel really uncomfortable and like I owe the people watching this now an apology. They saw the thumbnail and they're expecting some good old-fashioned flat earth nonsense. And all we're getting is nonsense.
No, but if you want to be so bold and say that, fine.
It's not about being bold, it's about me giving these lovely people watching what they've come to expect. They expect a nutcase talking about all the reasons why the earth is flat. Not just a nutcase. They can get that from any niche on YouTube. Now, I've seen many comments on my many other videos about CC, saying that people are worried for him, or that CC is losing his grip on reality, that kind of thing. But I've always just dismissed comments like that. But this time, I am actually starting to think that I may have to stop making videos about CC. I'm not sure that all the lights are still on, if you know what I'm saying.
I had some examples, but I don't know, I can't really think of them right now.
That actually explains a lot about why you're making a lot less sense than you usually do. Not that you ever make sense, but comparatively speaking. Now, I don't want to pick holes or anything, but have you thought of maybe planning ahead and not just turning your camera on and rambling? It's just an idea, but like I said, at least we all now understand why this video makes zero sense.
Well, anyway, the reason for my video.
Wicked. Now we get to the meat and potatoes. Go on, CC. Give it your worst or best. I have no idea. Give it something, no?
As I was talking to somebody about flat Earth, initially I brought up NASA. Okay, and that's always a good place to start, as I've always said.
Well, duh. Most flat earthers blame NASA for everything, and quite rightly so. I mean, we all know that NASA is just an evil, money-wasting gang of hooligans deceiving us all about the shape of the Earth. What sort of idiot thinks they've made some of the most amazing technological breakthroughs in modern times? Not CC, that's for sure.
I mean, I kind of was working in reverse in some ways, but I didn't understand why NASA, why would they lie about it? I mean, if space existed and everything was up there, and at that time, obviously, I believed in space. I believed in all of that shit.
But you don't have to believe in space. It's right there. People have been. We've even popped to the moon just to put a flag there. It was kind of on the way. Now, I could be wrong here. I mean, I usually am, but doesn't believe mean accept something is true, especially without proof? This pretty much sums up your two core beliefs, Chris. The belief that the Earth is flat, and the belief that this one guy made everything himself in 6 days. He must have been knackered.
But why would they lie about it? Why would they even bother lying about it?
Well, that's what we're all waiting to hear an answer to. Not whether they do lie, but why would they? What exactly have they got to gain? And don't say millions of dollars a day, it makes you all sound really stupid, like pretty much everything else you say. But you get the point. Until flat earthers can come up with a reasonable explanation as to why NASA would lie about the shape of the Earth, then none of us are going to be able to take you seriously. And if you are ever able to prove that they lie, which you won't because they don't, they've got no reason to. But if you do, then we'll just make fun of you for all the other stupid things you say. Because you're flat earthers.
Because you look at all these pictures, you look at these aircraft, these crafts that are just pathetic, that suck. You know, I mean, they're just horrible. They can't fly anywhere, for crying out loud.
You always say that, Chris. Every time you go on a rant and throw your toys out of your pram about how awful NASA is and how space is fake. But there's one thing we have yet to hear you do or say. You say that the crafts are pathetic and that the rocket ships aren't flying anywhere, but you never offer any explanation as an alternative. Nuh-uh is not a viable argument, CC.
And then you come to the realization that, hey, look, this is fake because of flat Earth.
Hang on, just a second. I thought that you thought the Earth was flat because space is fake. Now you're telling us that it's the other way around and that space is fake because the Earth is flat.
You see, the species has developed, we have developed to a point right now where we're pretty much peaked with technology.
Holy shitballs, that is one of the stupidest things anyone could say. Is this a new thought, CC, or have you always had this little gem rattling around up there? Did you think that 5 years ago? And if you did, compare the technology we have now to the technology we had 5 years ago. Now, I know a good YouTuber will give you some examples, so if you come across any, let me know. My email is in the channel about section.
Intelligence, so many other things. We're peaked. Nothing's changed. You know, we can't even change the smartphone anymore.
And yet smartphone companies like Google and Samsung bring out a new and improved version of their flagship phones every year. What a bunch of losers.
I mean, not a disc. It's this flat phone that all they do is just update software, make it lighter. The glass still breaks. It still sucks. No, oh yeah, you can get a cover for it. You do whatever the fuck you want. You know, but still, it's the same piece of shit they had 15 years ago, and it's not gonna change.
What exactly do you film your videos on? Your phone by any chance? You do realize that 15 years ago, almost all mobile phones didn't have the ability to record video, don't you? And the ones that did looked terrible. Like your videos, Chris. Please start recording in 16:9. It takes me ages to crop your garbage into the proper shape for the screen.
Okay, the only thing I guess they're waiting for is implants, and I don't think they'll ever be able to do that.
Well, they already can, in theory, and eventually, I imagine, in practice as well. Where exactly are we heading with this? Now, I got a little excited when you actually mentioned flat Earth in your flat Earth video, but now we're talking about cell phones.
So what you got is great. They can do the watches, they can do this other bullshit, but it's always going to be the same smartphones. You know, Tesla, I even said, you know, when Tesla is sold, who's going to take it over and who's going to change the model? The model still looks the same. They have to update the model. You know, change it up a little bit. Hey, even the Subaru, they change up every 3 or 4 years.
Now, I've never had to do this in a video before, but you watching this now, who the hell did you think I was talking to? I'm sorry, I've dropped the ball. I must have got lazy while I was on holiday. I just assumed that it was a CC video and that it would be good fun to react to. You're already here now, probably pooping while you watch me, so you might as well stick around.
You know? It's bad. It's bad, okay? And if you don't see now that everything is a lie and everything is bullshit, you know, just accept the lie.
I think I may be starting to feel a little sorry for CC. Not sorry enough to start making videos about him, but he seems to be spiraling. Is there anything that this man accepts as being true or real? I don't think in the 3 years I've been bugging you lot on YouTube for that I have heard one person say so many things about so many different topics in a single video. Has anyone got the number for Guinness? And I don't mean the Irish brewery, you know, the Book of Records. I think Chris may have a shot at getting this record.
Okay, obviously you do. But the problem that I have is...
Problem? Singular. Okay, go on then.
Don't get into my face about it. Because I don't give a shit what your beliefs are. I really could care less. Most people are hopeless. They're hopeless. They're beyond hope.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what we call projection. Come on, Chris. You have to be taking the mickey. How can a man that claims to believe in literally nothing based in reality say that with a straight face? You are going to call people hopeless and then say you believe the earth is flat and space is fake, all in the same video.
Okay, they just don't want to understand anything else but living on this spinning wet ball.
It's called reality, Christopher. And the average man on the street isn't stupid enough to publicly proclaim that he thinks the earth is flat.
And thinking that their government is helping them, and thinking that all of this is real, that none of this is staged, shootings, buildings, everything, the weather, all of it. all of it's staged. All of it's done to create chaos.
Okay, time to be serious for just a second. That last clip, 10, maybe 15 seconds, and I'm not sure if you realize how profound that was, because what CC just did was sum up why people like him exist. It's because of a mistrust in everything and everyone. Every conspiracy theorist you come across has the same ideas bouncing around in their head. You know, that place where most people do their thinking. Now, I'm becoming more interested in why these people think as they do, rather than being interested in what they think. Was he dropped on his head when he was a baby? Was he traumatized by his first council tax bill? Look it up, Americans. We have to buy houses, then pay the council for coming along and spilling our bins all over our driveways and not picking it up. It's amazing. We love it. But even then, I have not once thought to myself that my bin man dropped my rubbish on my driveway on purpose or as a way to control me, because I'm not an idiot most of the time.
A significant other has to stay off her foot. She heard it.
Oh, poor love. But I would imagine kicking your ass for saying the dumb shit you do for as many years as she's had to has taken a toll. She deserves a rest. No, she deserves a medal for still being your significant other. The woman must be a saint. Love you, bye.
That's all, folks.